Alright, next thing we're going to look at are what are called internal and external angles. So an internal angle is just an angle that is on the inside of the figure, where the vertex of the angle is one of the vertices of the figure, and the sides of the internal angle are made from the sides of the figure. So you can see in this nice little drawing we have here, the internal angle is right there. It's made from the sides of the figure, and it's the angle that's on the inside of the figure. So that's an internal angle, and you can see you're going to have as many internal angles as you have sides. So in this case, this is a pentagon. We have 5 sides, so we have 5 internal angles. There, 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 and there. External angles are a little bit trickier. To get an external angle, what you do is you take one of the sides of an interior angle, and you're going to extend it outward. So here they took this side and extended it outward, and the external angle is the angle that makes with the side of the figure. Now you can do this with either side. Here it was done with this side, but you can also do it with that side over there. So we would have gotten the exact same external angle if we had extended this line down. If you imagine doing that in your head, you can see that this and this would be vertical angles and would thus be congruent. So it doesn't matter which external angle you take, you're going to get the same measure for it. And now we can get to some of the interesting stuff about these. First of all, if you take an internal angle or an interior angle and its exterior angle that's right next to it, they're always going to add up to 180 regardless. Because if you think about the definition, how we described an external angle or an exterior angle, those names can just be used interchangeably. You'll notice I'm going back and forth between them. Whichever one you prefer is okay, so long as you know that they both mean the same thing. But if we look at our definition for an exterior angle, it's creating a straight line, and our 2 angles have to add up to that straight line. So interior and exterior angles, if they're the ones next to each other, are always supplementary. They always add up to 180 degrees. Now, here's where we get some slightly more intense stuff. Next, we're going to look at all the internal angles together, all the interior angles. So we can see we have one there, one there, one there, one there. If we add all of those together, that angle plus that angle plus that angle plus that angle plus that angle, we have a way to figure this out, a formula that'll tell us. And this is the formula. It's 180 times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. So if we take 180 times, this is a pentagon, so it has 5 sides, so 180 times 5 minus 2, that would give us 180 times 3, which is 540, which means if we add up this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle, yeah, easy for me to say, they will all add up to 540 degrees. So that's for the interior angles. This formula, which you do need to commit to memory, will tell you the sum of all the interior angles. And for the exterior angles, if you take the sum of all of those, they will always add up to 360 degrees without fail. Doesn't matter how many sides the figure has, so that's a little easier to remember. So things we were looking at in this that you need to know what an interior or internal angle is. You need to know what an exterior or external angle is. You need to know that they're always supplementary to each other. You need to know how to find the sum of all the interior angles. It's that formula right there. And you need to know that the sum of the exterior angles is always 360.